Hey, I thought I'd get all dolled up for you so I could share this story about guns and roses. Yeah, me of all people, right? So, back in the 80s when, drugs was really like cocaine was really big, I used to sell drugs. I used to rock up dope, cocaine. I used to weigh it. I used to smoke the dope. I mean, just all of that, right? And just you'd have it on you, and just riding, riding around, and just I laugh about it today, but I was really embarrassed to even tell somebody about my past. But I, the more and more I share, the more I get comfortable with it. So back then, I used to, I used to date a guy, and the way he wooed me, he just, you know, roses, clothes, um, he said, "Come by," and then it'd be lobster and champagne, and what you need. Oh, your daddy took that from you. Oh, well, here's a car. Just all of that. Just a mess. This is when I was like 19 years old. So more than what? More than 30 years ago. So I had got involved with this guy, and I was just so enamored with him that I would just do anything. And he was a lot older than me, so it's just like, okay, well, he must know what he's doing. I like him. So living that lifestyle of just, um, just was not the life not the way I grew up. And so um, I had to carry a gun for my life, for my safety, um, and then it got to a point to where, I got pregnant. I couldn't go back home, even if I needed something. It was either I was going to rely on this guy or my dad, and I was just too ashamed to go back home. So I'm pregnant with this guy's kids, and I'm just like, man, I'm in a bad space, but too much pride. Just oh my gosh. So this one particular day, I was asleep in the apartment where we were staying, and there was a knock at the door. And so I woke up, I opened the door. And it was somebody that didn't like me, right? So they followed me back into the room, and they started pulling all my clothes out the closet, and just there was water sitting on the nightstand, so they threw the water on me, and then they hit me in the stomach, you know so I'm pregnant, and all this is happening. They hit me in the head, and so I got a hold of him, and but he just couldn't get there fast enough, right? So um, no, I don't even think I could get a hold of him. I don't even know what happened, but he just was not around at that time. So I called my stepmother, and I said, "Can you come get me?" And I said, "Don't tell Daddy, my dad. I didn't want my father to know." So when she came to pick me up, I said, "Don't tell him." And I lifted up my hair, and at that time I had a Jerry curl, and I had this big knot on my head. And they whooped my ass. Okay, that's the truth. They whooped my ass, and so my stepmother said she wouldn't tell, and I knew I couldn't go back home. I just had so much pride, which was horrible at that time. But she drove me to a shelter, And there just started my recovery, um, my everything, you know. There's so many everything times in my life, just so many blessings. My stepmother's passed away from that time, and she, I'm thankful for her, right? Emma, yeah. And, you know, even when I did have to eventually go home, but I went to my mother's, right? And just the lesson of, guns and roses is like you'll be presented with all these things that just, it's just like, don't look at the pretty wrapping because it's not always pretty. And then, with the gun, I had to carry a gun for my safety. I almost shot my foot off messing with the gun. And it just horrible, you know, just horrible. For me anyway, for my experience. Um, so yeah, um, just I've learned so many things, and to look at me, you wouldn't know that I've been through all of that. But I'm thankful because right now I can sit and I can share the story and not have to worry about anything and be settled, settled within my soul, settled within God, settled within the source, settled within Jesus, settled within everything, right? So I just wanted to share all of this with you. I thank you for watching and listening. You can always reach out to me and, share your stories because, that one's a doozy. So I know there's other people out there that have some stories that are just amazing. So, bless you, bless you, bless you. I appreciate you and I love you.